Howdens versus B&Q. I am back, guys, today. You know how I feel about these. These are my favourite supplier, but you guys always say to me, why don't you use B&Q, Steve? I prefer B&Q. Not me necessarily, but for you guys today, I am doing a breakdown of Howdens versus B&Q for you guys to see which one I believe is the best. Is it still going to be Howdens at the end of the day? Stick around and find out.
Over here we have the high gloss doors, and then we have some of the wooden doors. It depends on what style we're going to go for and what style we're looking at. Depending on what house it's in, that's the key. So is it budget, is it HMO, is it a flip, is it going to be a long lasting buy to let? All of these things have to be taken into account. I like this one.
Silestone quartz.
Yes. And then
is that what you use in your
depends
projects?
on the value of the house. So if I'm doing a high-end one, then yes. Compact laminate's my favourite. These are my favourites. These ones. I like that. That's pretty cool.
Worktop, yeah?
Yes.
Right now, I'm going into B&Q to have a look at their displays, have a look at what they've got on sale, what they've got in certain budgets for buy-to-lets or flips, and just take a look around. Now, it's going to have a better display in here than Howdens because the space, and Howdens displays are limited to 3 or 4 ranges. I'm believing B&Qs are probably about 10 to 15. So come inside, let's take a look. Displays don't mean anything. It's all about cost, quality, and service.
This with the dark and dark, I'm a big fan of this, but I think it needs to be in a big open space kitchen. I think a small kitchen, it'll enclose the room and it won't give it that feel of, well, space and luxury basically. So, big fan of this, and it's got me thinking. So I was going to do one of my properties with a dark kitchen. That's exactly what I want.
So you're inclining more towards B&Q than Howdens?
I like that style, and obviously this is the only stuff on show. When we go through the books and explain the costs and the breakdown of things, that's a little bit different. But so far, B&Q definitely wins when it comes to displays, but they have bigger units, more space. It doesn't mean that they're better.
B&Q offer one of the most affordable ranges of kitchens in the entire country. They start at £1,200 for a full fit out of a kitchen. They offer buy now, pay later, interest free. They are absolutely fantastic to the property investor who is just starting out. Now, their quality has been questioned a number of times, but this is the thing that you all need to understand. Reviews and stuff that you see on the internet. If we go out for a meal and we have food in a restaurant and the food is absolutely 10 out of 10, it's very rarely that we go back to our houses or our homes and we actually write a good review. If we go out for a meal and it's 1 out of 10, instantly we go, we're going to write a bad review. So the reviews that you do see on a lot of B&Q's websites or anybody talking about B&Q stuff being a little bit cheaper than other people out there, it's usually down to people who are negative. So don't go over on the reviews, look at the budget, look at the value of the house, look at what you want to spend, your budget, and then you can make an informed decision. But B&Q prices are incredible. Now, Howdens is definitely more expensive than B&Q. That's a fact. And B&Q is known widely by the public. Howdens is usually by trade people who are in the industry like builders and carpenters and kitchen fitters and tilers and people like that. Howdens is not your everyday person's store, okay? And their prices are a lot more than B&Q. Their quality is very good. And I mean very, very good. I'm not going to say it's excellent because there are more expensive kitchens out there, but it's very good quality. The service by the staff in Howdens is exceptional in B&Q. It can be kind of like whoever you get on the day. So they're two little different things that I'm explaining between the two. People prefer Howdens who are in the industry, and people who don't know the industry and are buy-to-let investors or flipping investors, they prefer B&Q. So there's a little breakdown on prices and customer service. A great thing about B&Q is that you can go into the store and you can design your kitchen layout with somebody who works there. They will draw it up on the computer for you, they will show you the layout, they will price it all for you, and then they will actually get you your interest-free, your buy now, pay later, get it all off the shelf if it's in stock. If not, they will arrange a date for you. And Bob's your uncle, you've got a kitchen. Howdens, on the other hand, will send someone to your property to actually measure your kitchen themselves to make sure it's right, it's perfect, and it's done. B&Q don't offer that. You have to take the measurements. So that's another great advantage of Howdens. But again, you've got to make sure you understand your budget. I speak to a lot of people in the industry, and that is my niche. So when I'm speaking to other property investors and developers, when you're developing a house up to a certain level, everybody that I speak to chooses Howdens. Now, I have done projects from 100,000 up to 700,000 pounds. That's where I have bought kitchens and fitted them in those types of value houses. Howdens do kitchens for all sorts of ranges. So they do a budget friendly, and then they go all the way up to high end. B&Q, they don't really do super high end. They go up to a certain amount of money, but they do the budget at the cheapest possible prices. So again, speaking to industry people, they like the build quality of Howdens over the build quality of B&Q. But then when I speak to people who are not in the industry, they prefer B&Q over Howdens with the build quality. Again, it's people's choice. It's also perception, branding. Everybody knows B&Q, not everybody knows Howdens. So it's kind of like Apple and Samsung. Everybody thinks Apple's the better phone because it's worldwide and everybody uses it. But a lot of people say Samsung's better because of the interface and the usability of it. Again, people's opinions. There are multiple B&Qs around the country that you can go and get prices from. With the Howden stores, they are individual to places, but if you get a quote from one, they don't like you taking that quote to another Howdens and trying to play them off each other because they're all independent. They like you to stick to the one. And in fact, most Howdens actually say to you, you've gone to a different Howden store, so you need to go back there to honour that quote and we will not be competing against it. But you do get some unscrupulous ones that will go, send it me, I'll do it £100, £200 cheaper to reach my targets. That really does happen. But they're all over the UK. You can go to any of them. You can go anywhere. And my advice to you guys, if you are getting into the property game, if you're on a budget, B&Q's for you. If you want something longer lasting, Howdens is for you. But they both do give 25-year warranties. Remember that. Both give 25-year warranties. So that's a really good plus from each one. Me, I'm always going to be a fan of Howdens. I'm a Howdens guy. I like their kitchens. I like their customer service. I like the way they do things. The ladies in the Walsall store today was absolutely exceptional. The positivity that they came over and gave us, everything about them is just positive. Now, I'm not saying B&Q is not positive, but I don't believe you get that same service as you do from Howdens. I'm a Howdens person, you all know that, guys, but you need to make an informed decision based on the development and the projects that you are actually doing. Do you need to budget? Can you go a little bit more expensive? Do you need compact laminate worktops? Do you need quartz worktops? Do you need budget range? Do you need everything, sinks, taps? What's going on? Can you put all of it together for the price you need to put it together? That's the key. That's how you become a successful property developer. And I hope you really enjoyed this video. These videos are great, little 6 to 8 minute videos for you guys to get the information that you need. So next up, I have another one of these videos, but can you guess below what it's going to be? For now, sayonara, hasta la vista, como estava.